Who here doesn't want to safeguard children? I think we can all agree that safeguarding children is at the top of the list of priorities. This bill doesn't seek to safeguard children, it seeks to create suspicion and eradicate children's rights. Home education has been around since day dot. In fact, parents who send their children to school do so by opting in, not opting out. Home education is the default. School is something we as parents can choose to do. So why are our government trying to make it even harder for us to deregister our children? Because they want to have their beady little eyes on us at all times. They want to mould our little people into good little robots who will grow up to get a 9-to-5 job and pay their taxes. They want to stamp out free thinkers. They don't want children thinking for themselves. That doesn't fall in line with control and conformity. Everything has to be their way or the highway. Now, don't get me wrong, some children do amazingly well in school and it fits their needs. My son being a prime example. He is doing really well and enjoys going to school. He can make friends and he doesn't generally mind the demands of school life. In fact, I would say he is flourishing in school. However, this cannot be said for a lot of other children. The demands of school life is too much. It makes them feel suffocated. They cannot concentrate on their work because of the noise, the bright lights, the busy corridors, the rules and the routines. My point is, everyone is different and their learning style is completely different to what some schools can offer. So these children should not have to jump through unnecessary hoops just to have a happy and productive life. They should be able to make the decision that home education is the right choice for them. Then we have children and parents who do want to be in school, but because of how bad some schools are at providing the support, they have no choice but to walk away and enter the world of home education. The term is elective home education. I would argue that the sharp rise in home education is due to families being forced into home education. Families are often left with no choice. Elective gives the impression that there is an element of choice. I would say at least 75% of home educating families are doing so because they have been failed by the very system that is supposed to support them. We have seen time and time again the failures that parents face with SEND provision, yet they get away with it every single time. There are no consequences for them failing to meet their legal obligations. But the moment a parent who sends their child to school steps out of line, in their eyes anyway, they are faced with fines and prosecutions for safeguarding their children. How is that ever fair? The last CWS bill protest, we had people from the government making snide remarks such as, "Nothing is going to stop this Labour government from delivering educational excellence for every child, and certainly not today's sparsely attended protest." I mean, come on, it just shows the mentality of these people making these extremely important decisions. It shows their disdain for parents, children and educators who know firsthand the reality. It leaves little faith that they are acting in children's best interest and are more interested in their own egos and statistics. A free breakfast, a bowl of cornflakes and a slice of toast, and cheaper uniform does not make up for the train wreck that is state education in this country. Of course, we need to safeguard children, but let's not forget that these safeguards are already in place. Instead of introducing more surveillance, make sure the systems that are already in place are working properly. The blame lies with the system, not the parents. So stop using parents as a scapegoat and start policing the systems already in place. It is a farce, really, that well-being is in the name of the bill. Scrap the bill and start again by listening to children, parents and educators with children's well-being in mind this time. Otherwise, you will be responsible for even more harm and damage. Thank you.